We are sitting with l.Stadt in the Guerrilla remote bus, and I'm sitting next to Lucas, Adam, and we've got Radik and Andrew or Peo. Okay, well, first off, you guys would just let me know what instrument you play in the band.
I play on second drum.
I play on drums.
I'm the bass player.
And I'm a singer and guitarist.
Excellent. Okay, so maybe Adam, you can tell me this. Why l.Stadt? Where did that name come from?
It's a story about our city. Basically, it's the name of our city during the Second World War.
And your city is?
It's Łódź, Lodz, and Germans called it l.Stadt, Litzmannstadt. And l.Stadt is a short name of Litzmannstadt, but still it's open meaning with many L words you can put with it, like l.Stadt or l.Stadt.
So did this just come up because you're like flipping through a history book and you're like, that's it, or are you like having some beers and you're like, let's just make it l.Stadt?
No, it's more like, you know, we are local patriots, you know, we love our city and the story, that's why we chose it. But for now, it's more like l.Stadt for us.
l.Stadt.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so welcome to Toronto. Have you been to Toronto before? Do you know anything about the Toronto music scene here?
No, it's the first time in Canada.
Really?
Yes, and we are surprised by it, you know, Toronto is beautiful. We've had one day to see the city and we're gonna stay here 1 more week, so I think we're gonna have a time, you know, to spend more time in the pubs, in the places, you know, and meet the people.
Definitely, there's a lot of really good music to check out in Toronto.
Yeah, I'm very surprised with the people, like they're very friendly. And
we get that a lot.
Yeah. I know why, because like for example in the tram everybody helps each other.
Really? It would be a little weird if everyone was.
And old people can see.
No, help.
Oh, helping. Yes, that is true. We are very polite on our subway systems.
Yeah.
All right, so I've actually only met a few Polish exports like yourselves just in my lifetime, but can you tell me and everyone in Toronto that would be interested, what's the music scene like in Poland? What do you listen to? What's the vibe like right now?
We are listening to American music, an English one. I think like everybody, you know, and we are very inspired by it. Of course, we had a very interesting music scene in Poland in '80s, which was really original, you know, and it was a cont culture. Really, it was really interesting, you know, because of the communism and everything. Right now, I think that this Polish stage is more influenced by the British bands, you know. I think that the Polish is l.Stadt is a great example of a band who's traveling a lot, because we really want to play more gigs abroad than in Poland. And you know, we are straight from LA right now, and it was really a great experience for us also.
I think I read something on your MySpace that you didn't want to be just like a voice from home. You decided that you wanted to get out and have everyone around the world listen to you a little bit more like what you guys listen to in Poland, right?
Why not?
Why not?
Music is about traveling. It's about it, like it was in the ancient times, and it still should be like this.
Yeah, definitely. So, your music truly explodes with percussion. I think it's really interesting that you actually have 2 drummers. What inspired you to go so drum heavy?
First of all, you know, there were this bunch of people, so 4 of us. Radik was playing the bass guitar at the beginning, and Peo was the main drummer, and then I don't remember even specifically, but we decided, you know, that it should be 2 drums, and I remember that on that day I knew that this is the sound of l.Stadt.
It was just jamming that you heard it and you said, that's what I want to sound like? Obviously the White Stripes, this is another drum heavy band. What did you listen to? Like, what are your influences? What did you grow up on that made you want to play the music you're making now? And maybe ask
everyone from l.Stadt has, you know, different influences. For example, me, I listened as I was a youngster. I listened to heavy music, you know, heavy rock, metal even. Then I changed and I switched to more electronic stuff, like very, you know, modern stuff, like decorative records. And so I do it now. I'm just checking all the music around, which is interesting and fine to me.
Pei is bringing for us the recent bands, you know, the debuting stuff and everything. He's like the fresh air.
Okay, so to the untrained ear, someone that doesn't listen to a ton of Polish music, if you're going to, maybe everyone can answer this, like name one or two Canadian or American bands that like have a similar idea or vibe that you guys have, what would it be?
Canadian bands.
We could do Canadian, whatever you like.
Bryan Adams, of course.
Somehow I don't think that's right. I heard you guys.
To tell you the truth, Bryan Adams, I think it was 10 years ago or 12 years ago, he was playing a gig in Poland, and he was playing trio, and he was playing on a bass. And it wasn't typical Bryan Adams gig, and I think this trio stuff was really pretty cool. He had a great musician. It was really rock and roll influenced, very good performance. But of course, I was kidding about Bryan Adams.
Yes.
It's hard to say. We are playing the rock music, and because every one of us is listening to the different kind of music, I think the mixture is just l.Stadt. We don't want to compare ourselves, but if I would say, to put a stamp on it, it's rock but bluesy influenced.
Okay, so
it's
right now after
the tribal.
Yeah, that's true. Right now after LA, it's very sad.
Waves influence are awesome. It opens you.
So I'm interested. What's the indie rock scene like in Holland? What are the crowds like? What are the bands like? What's some of the
I think it's like everywhere in Europe and in the United States what we've seen, and probably here it's everything everywhere is the same. So it's like based on internet, because it's like the first music based, so mostly based on internet, and it sounds probably the same everywhere.
If I can interrupt you, I think we, as l.Stadt, we are trying to run out from this genre, indie rock. The independent about l.Stadt is that everything we are doing is made by ourselves. I mean, even the promotional stuffs and even the releasing of a record. But it would be great if finally the music, for example, the l.Stadt is making, would be more mainstream, if you know what I mean. It would be great, to just come back to Canada another time and play some gigs to the people who are really familiar to our music.
Yeah, was that?
Yeah, an exact thing, with USA and any other European countries.
So is that what you say? Why you switched over to English speaking? I know you're.
So we never switched.
You never switched. You always did both.
We had only one song in Polish, which is a very beautiful language, but very difficult to sing. And it was a hit in Poland.
Was this London?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually really like
and people really love it, but we don't play it anymore.
No, you're sick of it already?
Yeah, so we don't play it.
Oh, they're already old timers.
Sad to say. But we will play it, I think.
So, English is your second language. Do you have challenges? And who does most of the writing here?
Me.
Okay. So, do you find that it's difficult to write in English? Like, how are you approaching it?
To tell you the truth, the real, lyrics I wrote and I'm proud of them are they're gonna be on the second release. The first album is full of simple English lyrics. Mainly influenced by the love experiences, and even the three songs is just mumbling, which reminds English. But it's not really English, I don't know how to call it, l.Stadt language. The truth is, that we are recording sketches, and we were so attached to these versions that we decided to put them on the record.
So you guys seem like you've been in a band for a while. How long have you guys been together now?
7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
So,
you can see it, yeah?
You can hear the girls. And who is this man sitting right here that's so...
It's fifth member.
Fifth member, yeah. Mr. Misterioso.
Misterioso. What is his purpose for you guys?
Look at him. He's a godfather.
He's a godfather. You keep these mongrels under control.
I'm babysitting and doing everything.
Headlocks and.
I'm a driver, manager.
He's like a fifth member. I don't know if Daniel wants me to say everything he's doing for us, but he's doing a lot.
Well, I'm actually interested to ask you, how have you seen these guys grow in the past 7 years?
Very good.
Yeah.
I think I saw like around over 100 gigs because I was not from the beginning with the guys. Like in 2003 when they established, Adam called me to watch the gig, what they're doing, and when I saw them first time, I was like surprised because this was something totally fresh for me. I was also already in the electronic music like Pale, and this is l.Stadt like put me on the rails on the rock again, you know, because it was something fresh for me in the rock. And then afterwards I was helping them in some gigs, traveling, like just helping, and one time happened that I had like a little bit more amount of money, and we decided to go by
So this guy
ourselves.
believes in you, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that you.
I'm the biggest fan of l.Stadt, you can say.
Hopefully, he's still in love with us.
Well, I don't want to
This is
take
a
up.
friendship, no problem.
I don't want to take up too much time, but I do want to know this. So in Toronto, if there's one thing I will say about music lovers, we do like to drink when we listen to our music. Do you guys ever find that that helps when you write? Do you ever like have a couple of beers?
We used to drink a lot and take everything, but like how years ago, we together stopped everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I quit smoking 7 months ago. Quit all other pleasures, you know what I mean, and finally stopped drinking, which I feel is great.
That's awesome. Okay, so I won't tempt you later. Well, thank you very, very much for taking the time to sit down with us, and I look forward to catching your show in about an hour, actually.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're
Easy
really
peasy,
nice.
right?